What's going on, everybody? It's your boy J Fresh Beats back with another video, and today we're talking about something that I seldom talk about, but we're talking about sampling.
You know we gonna make it fresh.
So yes, everybody steers away from sampling because sampling is one of those things that can either help you or hinder you. And here's one of the reasons why I say it could either help you or hinder you. You remember the song Bedrock? Yeah, Bedrock with Lil Wayne. So that song went platinum, but turns out that sample was used, exact beat was used by Travis Porter prior to them coming out with Bedrock. They sued. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. If you want to go into sampling, make sure that you clear it. That's rule number one. Make sure that you have it cleared. There are wonderful softwares out there that will help you clear it. I think it's TrackLib is one of them that will help you clear the sample if you pay a monthly subscription, and you'll be good to go. We're going to talk about sampling in Maschine because there are some benefits to using certain samples like vocal samples or stuff like that, to where your sample can actually benefit you in the long run. And if you are a boom bap producer and you like using the MK3 to chop your samples, I'm gonna give you two ways on how to do that. Let's take a look in Maschine. And I also have a camera looking at my MK3 right now, so that way you guys can see how to do it on the MK3 as well as how to do it on the software. So let's look at the first method. The first method on how to do that is how I generally like to do it. So the first thing that we're going to do, and if you look at the MK3, it has the sampler mode and then it has the voice settings. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the voice settings all the way down to 1. That way I can only hit it one time. Now what I'm going to do is look for my choke group. So I'm going to actually press pad mode, and in pad mode the first thing that you see is choke group. So I'm going to do choke group 1. That is my choke group. So anytime I press it, it's going to chop off itself. What we want to do now, since we have the choke group and we also have the polyphony at 1, that means only one can play at a time. Now that's my master. So I'm going to bring it down in 3 ways. Oh, we'll go 4. Now that we have them in different ways and different sections, I'm gonna press sampling on my MK3. You can see my voice is talking for the sampling, but we're not recording anything. We're gonna go to edit. So now that we see everything, I'm actually gonna select the one that I actually want to chop. So number 1 is my master, remember. Number 2 is my sample. So that's the one I want to select. So we're gonna go with the first one. So now that that's there, we're gonna press truncate or apply on the MK3. Now it takes a second to start, so I'm just gonna adjust that to where we get right at that transient. Press apply. Now that's there. So now let's go to the next one, and you guessed it, there it is. So now I have complete control on how it starts and stops. There we go. So I could do that if I wanted to. Now, there's another section. I think that's it. Yep. Those are the 2 that I want. So I'm gonna press apply on that one. So yeah, that's one way that I can do that. I think those are the only ones I can see. I didn't really mean to do the 5th one. So that's the first way that you can sample. And there's another way that you can actually sample. So we're gonna keep the polyphony and the choke group the same on the first one, and that's the reason why I made this my master. Okay, we're gonna get into the second mode of sampling, but before we do that, we need to hear a word from our sponsor. Let's hear it out. SBZ Gaming. SBZ Gaming. We are a gaming community that not only plays games, but sometimes we do some wonderful stuff with album work. Not only album work, but we also make some beats on the channel for the games. It's crazy what we do here at the community. So if you have any questions on beat making, if you have any questions on gaming, or if you just want to hang out and get to know me as a person, you can definitely do that at SBZ Gaming. So here's what you need to do, because I need everybody to do this one thing. If you can, not only hit this like button, because like buttons are always great, you can also hit the link in the description below and it'll take you straight to the SBZ Gaming page. Once you get to the SBZ Gaming page, hit that follow button so you can be notified every time we go live. I'll see you over there. Let's get with the SBZ gang. What we're going to do is we're going to go into slice mode. Now, slice mode, as you can see on the MK3, it's blinking because it wants you to make your slices yourselves because it's in manual mode. We're actually going to take that to detect mode. Now it's detecting the samples, but I want to turn down the sensitivity, but not too much. So let's do about, I'm trying to get it to get that one. So if you hit the arrow key over in slice, you can actually make the edits. And remember, we wanted right there. Yeah, so that's that. And then we can actually get rid of that one. We can actually get rid of all the rest of them. Okay, so now I want this to be applied to another group. I've made my chops, and so I press apply, and now instead of keeping it at the same group, we're just gonna go to a different group, and then I'm gonna press OK. So now all of my samples have been put in the grid, and I'm gonna actually zoom out over here so you guys can see it. It's been put in the grid and put on the line, but I want to make my own, so I'm gonna actually delete these, and so now I can go, but it's not chopping it off. Remember, we didn't change the pad choke group because everything is not on one. So now those are the two ways to sample, and then you can do whatever you want with those samples. That was just some quick ways that I wanted to show you guys how to sample. I don't necessarily use sampling that much, but when I do use it, I use the first method. It's just faster to me. I've seen a lot of people do the second method because the second method detects it by itself, and so then they can go and chop and do whatever they want to do. I feel like if I find what I need and I put it to the tempo that the actual sample is in, it works out perfect every single time. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching this video on how to sample on the MK3. This also works for the Maschine Studio. If you want more information on what to do on the MK3, whether to work on the MK3 without the computer, I'm developing a course on how to use the MK3 without looking at the computer screen. That's right, without looking at the computer screen. So this is what I recommend for the Maschine Studio and the Maschine MK3, and I'm gonna be developing a course and using both of those controllers in order to use this course. So if you want more information on that, say I need this course in the comment section. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. We would love to see you on the next video. Thank you guys so much. Peace.